Hey, it's Joni, and this is Logan.
Hey.
I thought it would be really fun to have him pick my TBR sometime, but I didn't think that was enough because he is also a reader. And I thought if he was going to pick my TBR, then it's only fair that I pick his. So we've done that. We've each picked out 8 books for the other person to try to read in May. Really, that's probably too many. I don't think either of us is going to get through all of them. But to make it even more fun, I made a little point system, and it's going to be a competition.
Yeah.
So, for every 50 pages read or 90 minutes listened to the books that the other one picked out, you can't just pick out some random book off the shelf.
Yeah.
You get 1 point, so 50 pages or 90 minutes, and then an extra point for each of the books that you finish.
Complete.
Yeah. Okay. So them's the rules.
Incentive to pick long books, but I don't know. I'm not taking the competition part of it that seriously.
No. So were you nice? We still don't know what the other one picked for us yet, by the way. It's a mystery. We're going to pause this and go, mystery grab our books for the other one to read. Were you nice? Did you just, pick a whole bunch of fantasy junk that you think I'm going to hate?
There's some fantasy in there. It's not stuff that I think you're going to hate, though.
Okay.
I was careful of stuff that either you may have expressed slight interest in,
okay,
or knowing somewhat your taste shouldn't be terrible. One of them I'm a little on the fence on.
Okay. Well, there's no penalty for not finishing them all. I went with a pretty good mix of a couple books that are on his TBR shelf and books that I've read that he's either said that he might read or that I just think, knowing his taste, I think he might read. Because our tastes are not the same, but they overlap quite a bit.
Yeah.
I prefer horrors and thrillers, and he reads more fantasy and sci-fi, and I feel like the sci-fi horror is where our tastes really overlap.
Probably the most, yeah.
Yeah, so anyway, yeah. You want to grab my stuff first? Okay. You got 8 books?
I have 8 books.
In a bag?
In a bag.
Start whipping them out. Let's see this.
Alright. So, I was trying to be somewhat nice. First book, Leviathan Wakes.
Somewhat nice. How many pages is this one?
It's not terrible. It's a fast read, too. It's action-packed, fast read.
Yeah, it's only in the 500s. I thought this was 1,000-pager. So, yeah, I did have medium to mild interest in this.
I think you mentioned it in your 10 tomes or whatever.
Yeah, I've talked about reading this one. I honestly have little idea what it's about, but it's sci-fi. It takes place in space. I have no idea what the timeline is even. Present day, futuristic.
Definitely
futuristic.
Yeah. The solar system is colonized to an extent. Okay. Mars and the asteroid belt.
Cool. I'll figure out the rest while I read it. But I do remember you saying that it had some horror feels to it.
There are in sections, there's certain scenarios where it definitely has some horror feels, I feel like. So.
Okay.
And character work's great. It's action-packed. It's good.
Okay. And there's 3,000 of them, I'm pretty sure, so I like it.
I think it's at least 10. I only have the first 3. I've read the first 2, and they're both great.
Okay. Well, yeah, we have them on hand for more reading.
Alright, this is the one I'm a little worried about, but... So my thinking is, it's my favorite author.
Okay.
And if there was one book by him that I think...
Brandon Sanderson?
Yes. There's one book by him that I think you could possibly get into, and it's a standalone. So it's not a commitment.
Oh, okay.
There is talk that there might be a sequel, but that's definitely a standalone story. And
Magic, as you have never seen it before.
It's fun, and it's
got a lady with sword. He really likes watching Daniel Green's channel, and I've watched some of it, and he talks about...
Guy with sword?
Yeah, is the ultimate fantasy cover. Or not the ultimate, he hates it.
Yeah, it's a tired trope. It's man with sword.
Yeah, so lady with sword, and some spinny action, and some watercolor action.
Well, I feel
Does that mean it'll be good?
I feel like you'll like his writing style to an extent. He has some of the best character work in modern fantasy, and his stories are always engaging, and... I don't know. I'm really curious your thoughts on his writing in general. So
I will make sure I at least try this one.
Yeah, and I think you're reading Game of Thrones, and the vibe I get is that you're not especially enjoying it, but you're enjoying it. You've read 2,000 pages of the series now at this point, basically.
They're not short books.
So you've committed. So I feel like you at least get some enjoyment out of this stuff. I think you might.
The emphasis on magic here has me a little bit.
There's not really that much magic in Sanderson, and his magic is a hard science-based magic system in most of his stories, which I think is fun.
Cool.
there's limitations.
Cool.
All right. Another one that I know you've expressed interest in, and I'm excited for you to read. I read like a year ago.
Yeah. It's just super depressing is all. They need to see, not just me.
That one's not super depressing. The second one
But the sequel is, but it's part of a series in the sequel. It took him like months to read it because it was just like horribly depressing. It's apocalyptic. I read Fledgling by Octavia Butler, and I really liked that. So I like her writing and stuff.
And this one could be standalone. Like, the story doesn't just, like, end on a cliffhanger or anything. Like, there's...
So maybe I'll...
Yeah, there's some catharsis to the
second.
ending. Like, it could be a standalone.
Okay.
I think you'll like it. It's epistolary? How do you pronounce that? Epistolary?
I like that, yeah.
It's journal entries.
I like that, so maybe it'll be good. I think there's a ball under the chair that we're sitting on. Because our dog is, like, doing laps, sniffing at it. Oh! She got her ball back. She's very happy now.
Yep.
Maybe she'll leave us alone. Okay. That's 3.
All right.
Book 4.
This is a token one. Super short.
Okay.
And you won't like the story because the story is just silliness.
Okay.
But I wanted to give you a taste of this guy's prose because it's some of the best prose in fantasy.
Okay. I was gonna say. Oh god dang! I was gonna say it before you read out. I said The Slow Regard of Silent Things.
Yeah.
By Rothfuss.
Yep.
Ha! I know him. Patrick Rothfuss.
Yeah.
Illustrated by. It's got illustrations by Nate Taylor.
It's super cool illustrations, and it's
really
just a fun, whimsical story, really. And,
Whimsy.
I think it really shows off his better writing style. Like, it's very poetic and just flowery for fantasy. It's really, really cool.
Okay. It's short at least.
Yeah, and it's super short.
Give me something. Easy.
All right. Here's one that I know you have interest in, and when you've mentioned it in a video fairly recently, and I saw a bunch of comments about, oh, that's great, you should read that. You know, people that were very excited for you to read this.
I have no idea.
So that's Endless Night.
Oh yeah,
Richard
I'm
Lehman.
excited for this one. Yeah, I was gonna read it. February.
There was a readathon or something that you talked about possibly reading it.
I was planning to.
There were multiple comments about, read that. It's great. Richard Lehman's the best. Like, so I was like, yeah, you should probably read this.
Yeah, I haven't read any Lehman, and Home Invasion is supposed to be really. I lost my words. Home Invasion. I've heard good things.
And I feel like that's really nice because I know you're super interested. It's a thick one, so you're gonna burn. You know, like.
That's a lot of pages so far.
But at least it's something you'll really enjoy. I feel like you'll burn through that one.
Okay.
All right, this is one you've had for a while, and I've seen mentioned on other YouTubers' channels a lot, and seems like something you're probably pretty interested in. I feel like it's time you read it. Rebecca.
Oh, yeah.
Daphne du Maurier, is that how it's pronounced?
Yeah, du Maurier. As far as I know, French is not my language of choice. But yeah.
I have fond memories of the place you picked that up
Gothic.
at, too, at the Blue Stem in Lincoln.
Yeah. What is it? Yeah, gothic horror thriller sort of thing.
Romance, from what I understand.
I think there's a little romance in it. I don't know a ton about the storyline of this, and that's kind of how I want to go into it. I think it's more thriller, if I remember right, than horror. But yeah, no, that's a good pick.
Yeah. And then this one I'm conflicted about. Again, I think you'll like it, and we both expressed interest.
Okay.
It's kind of a mutual book. I don't think it's probably either one of ours officially.
Oh, yeah.
Lee Bardugo.
Yeah. This was a Target trip gone out of hand.
Yes, definitely.
The things just pile up in our cart without us looking.
We got at least 2 brand new books at Target that day. I think maybe 3. I don't remember.
Yeah. Anyway, it's really pretty.
It is.
And I think Lee Bardugo's like typical fans, I haven't heard as much good stuff from them about this, which makes me feel like I'm more likely to like it.
Yeah.
Just like, because I think she writes more fantastical, whimsical things generally, and I think this one might be a little bit darker.
Yeah.
But it takes place at Harvard, maybe, at some Ivy League school.
I don't remember which school, but it's an Ivy League school.
Yeah, and some fantasy, some world.
Yeah.
Portal fantasy,
like
maybe?
Cult fantasy.
Oh, yeah. Okay, cult fantasy.
From what I understand. Which I think will be up your alley. Like, you like cults.
I do. Religions are just crazy interesting to me. I like reading about.
I understand it's like a cult thriller with a fantasy aspect, like a supernatural aspect, you know.
Which a lot of like
thrillers.
Cult.
Yeah.
Yeah, have fantasy aspects.
So I think you'll enjoy it.
Okay.
It's one that I was a little skeptical about. But
yeah, I mean, Like, legit, I don't expect to get to all 8 of them.
Absolutely.
So.
Yep.
Was that 8?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But that is not 8 books. Because there's one that I left out on accident. That's only 7. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we can count. I'm an accountant, by the way.
The other one is the one I'm in the middle of.
Okay.
Alien Echo. With Mira Grant.
Yeah, he started this 2 days ago, and he's like 2/3 of the way through it.
Yeah,
So I feel like that's a.
It's a super fast
thumbs
read,
up.
so you'll probably go through it in a weekend when you read it.
Good.
But
I'm excited.
But
okay, that's my turn.
did I do all right?
Yeah.
All right. Oh. Nervous. It'll be good.
I hope so.
Okay.
Okay, so this is one that you've said that you'll read. Make sure
that
we're
doesn't
like
sound
in front.
promising.
You said that you'll read. That I'm like legitimately butthurt that you haven't read it yet.
Oh.
Do you know what it is?
No clue.
Okay. Harry Potter and the
Oh. All right. I can do that.
Like, I'm so excited for you to read this one that if you read it and you really like it, I would bump any of the other books on this list for you to read the second one.
For more?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I think I could do that.
It's like 300 pages and it's like a kid's book, so it should be real quick.
This is perfect.
Good.
I'm excited about this one.
Aw. We're gonna bond over books and it's gonna be all goopy. Okay, this is another one that you've said you have interest in. You just peeked, didn't you?
I did. I seen it.
But, okay, so he said he's had interest in it. A Planet for Rent by Yas. It is a science fiction story. It's sort of like short stories that are all interconnected. It reads really quickly. I think that you'll like it.
Good, yeah.
And I think
I'm
it's
excited.
one that, like, it'll be good for you to have read. I don't know. It feels, to me, this is one of the books that, like, I feel like you could assign in school for people to read. Like, it's a good book.
Yeah,
It's
we'll
got a
probably
lot
have
of
good
themes of
discussion.
third world countries in it, sort of.
Yeah.
So,
Have
or not
good-
third world. What's the word? Regimes, Castro,
Oh, like authoritarian.
authoritarian. Yeah, it has a lot of like themes of authoritarian governments and governmental control. So yeah,
Cool. I'm
Good
excited.
discussions.
I think we'll have a good chat about this when we're done. You talk about it a lot, but you can't
It's
say much because I haven't read it.
Yeah.
So.
that'll be nice. So, okay,
Oh.
this is you keep peeking. This is
Okay.
one strictly off of your TBR that you really need to get to.
Oh.
The first Wheel of Time book.
All right.
Like, at least every other week, you talk about how you need to start reading the Wheel of Time series. So, I think it's time.
Yeah.
Give it a try.
I have the first 3 books in the series.
Did I get the right one?
Yeah. This is the
Okay.
first one.
Cool.
All
Fantasy.
right.
I don't know. It's swords and
It's pretty much
armor
like,
and knights and things.
from what I understand, everyone says it's like the fantasy. Like
It's the fantasy. And
like,
you
it's
haven't read it yet?
Yeah, it's a must read.
You call yourself a fantasy fan?
But it's also like one of the longest series ever written too. I think it's only second to Malazan's Book of the Fallen by Stephen Erickson, which, from what I understand, is just a little shorter, but 10 times denser.
Mm.
So this should be good. I've heard that especially the first few books are really good, quick reads. So I'm
Yeah.
excited. Good job.
Okay.
All right.
Another one that you've said you'd read, and I just feel like you had plans to read it at a different time for sure, but it's really timely and I think you'll enjoy it. So,
Oh, that's a chunker.
it is a chunker. You don't have to. If you don't get to it, you don't have to.
It'll take
But
me all month.
I feel we'll just start at the end and read the first 50 pages of it and
Okay.
get
get some points.
get a point, yeah. Or the audio. I think I have the audio that's on Audible if you wanted to listen to it.
Oh,
It's
I'll
just
do
so
that.
very timely.
It's a thick boy.
And I like it. Oh, that's another Daniel Green reference. And I think dust just, plumed up in my face there.
All right. This is not the copy I'm probably going to read.
No, yeah.
We still have the World Book Night copy up there? All right.
We got cracked paperback.
Perfect.
Okay. Yeah, I was a little
I'm gonna-
hesitant to put so many dense books on the list, but...
I'm going to break that spine so hard.
Okay. Another one that you've totally been planning on reading. The sequel to Gwendy's Button Box, Gwendy's Magic Feather.
And it'll be fast, too.
Right, it's super fast. And I read it recently, and I didn't love it as much as we were both hoping, and I think he's just kind of, like, bummed and doesn't want me to talk about it, so I want to be able to talk about it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, you not, particularly loving it, like, kind of dropped it on my TBR.
yes,
a little bit.
but you were still planning to read
I
it,
was
so
still
I
planning.
still can't spoil anything and give too many thoughts about it, so.
Deal.
I tried to give you a really good mix of like super short, easy ones because I have so many super dense ones.
Yeah, the stand's a big one.
Okay, another really quick, easy one. I hope this is the second one. The next Dresden Files book by Jim Butcher. You can hold it if you want.
What made you pick
You've
this
only
one?
read the first one. Just because I think they're really like fun, almost trashy, I think you've called them. Just like quick, easy reads. And I feel like, again, just a quick, easy thing.
I've heard
I thought you would be happy about it.
Yeah, I'm excited. I've heard that as the series goes on, it gets more serious and more in-depth and like more fantasy. But
really?
Definitely the first book that I read just seemed kind of pulpy, kind of detective noir.
Pulpy's probably a better word.
Yeah. Trashy is a little derogatory.
I didn't mean it that way. I like some trashy books.
But yeah, I'm stoked. And this will be a good, hopefully a quick read too.
Boom.
You're knocking it out here.
Woo! Okay. This is another of my books that I think you'll really like, and I hope you really do. Wilder Girls by Rory Power.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I expressed interest.
Yeah, it's young adult. It was a really quick read. I thought it was really interesting. Post-apocalypse, or no, not really.
That cover is gnarly.
Another, the cover is awesome. But yeah, another illness breakout. I don't know how to call it. This one's more localized. It's not like worldwide apocalyptic. Really. Yeah. Just centers on an island with a girls' school. I think you'll like it. I think there's a lot in it that you'll enjoy.
Seems like it probably has a little bit of Nick Cutter, the Troop vibes to an extent, but
a little.
We'll see.
A little Annihilation vibes too, honestly.
Oh, nice.
It's got some of that weird
fiction
what
stuff.
Is this going on? Like,
I'm excited.
So, boom, one more. This is another one of yours that you've been needing to read.
Oh,
The Poppy War by what's her name? R.F. Kuang?
Yeah, Rebecca.
Yeah. Anyway, you've been dragging your feet on it.
I have been.
But I feel like you really want to read it.
I do. And I got this for what, like $1 at the library book sale?
Our library book sales are pitiful, but you did get a couple.
What's the length on this puppy? Almost 500, just over 500 pages. All right. Yeah.
Yeah?
I feel like you were a little easier on me than I was on you.
Really? That's good. I thought between The Stand and The Eye of the World and Poppy War and one other one. What other dense book is on there? No, just those.
That's pretty much it.
Okay, so yeah, I gave you 3 dense guys and a whole bunch of like
smaller guys.
There's
no way I'm gonna read all of these. That ain't happening.
I know.
Feel like I got a good shot of beating you though. We gonna
see now it's on.
Yeah, we gonna do a wrap up and crown the king, the winner.
Should we make a crown? Is
or like a pro wrestling belt.
Oh, a belt? Oh, that'd be better.
Win the title
belt.
We'll
come up with something. Okay, we'll come up with something fun for that. Anyway, my Goodreads and Instagram are both linked down below. If you would like to follow Logan, I will put a link to his Goodreads down below as well. Like I said, he reads more fantasy and sci-fi, but he does read a decent bit of horror. I almost put Skin on the list.
Oh, that would have been good. I would have definitely read that.
But yeah, you've been reading a lot more horror lately. So anyway, if you want to follow our progress along, this is our May TBRs. So wish us luck and vote down below who you think should win this belter crown that we're talking about. Who you're rooting for. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. We will catch up with you guys again later.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.